Well, hello everybody. I know it's been a minute. It's probably almost, would it be 2 years? I think it might be about 2 years since I've uploaded. I actually need to go back and double check when I did my last video, or maybe a year, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, it's been a long time. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I wanted to hop on here to show you guys where I am in my plant journey and to let you know that I haven't given up on my plants. I absolutely still love them. I still have a lot of them. Have I lost some? Absolutely. I actually lost a lot. When I look back on my videos now, I realize, oh, I don't have that anymore, And I've rewatched some of my videos and I'm like, oh, I wish I still had that plant. But anyway, I do definitely want to buy another Nicholsonii New Guinea Ghost, and I've just found one because I adored that plant and I do recall losing it. So I would like to restart that again. But I don't want to go on a huge plant buying spree again. Some of the reasons why I haven't been doing my videos is because I've actually just been busy. So I have a trailer and I absolutely love it. It's an old trailer and I totally renovated it. So that took up a lot of my time, and I don't know if you can hear my grandson in the background. He's so cute. So that took up a lot of my time, and I painted the inside and the outside, and we built a deck, and we absolutely just love it. And I spent a lot of time up there. It's actually on my daughter and her husband's property, and they are up there for the summer too, so I get to hang out with the grandkids. So that took a lot of my time over the summer months, and I also try and help my kids out with babysitting and things like that. So now that things are back to normal per se, I thought I have a bit more time, so I might be able to do a video here and there. I don't want to set myself to a schedule because I know I won't keep to it. So I'm going to do a tour of the rooms and show you what I still have in my plant collection. So today we started with the dining room, which if you've watched my videos in the past, you'll know it's probably one of my favorite rooms. I also do a lot of thrifting, and I absolutely love thrifting. It's probably my second love after plants. So I thought maybe I could show you some of the things that I have thrifted as well, without focusing totally on thrifting, but as I'm passing, I'll show you the things that I have picked up, and I just love them. I particularly love mid-century modern. Wait till you see who's coming. He is the most gorgeous baby, oops, in the world. He's looking at his mama. He is, what is he now, 6 months old? Who's standing there? Hey, isn't he the most, are you tired? Yeah. Hi, gorgeous baby. So this is the reason I don't have as much time anymore, is because I'm obsessed with this boy. He's grandchild number 5, if you can believe it, and his name is Roy, little Roy. So we adore him. So say bye-bye. Well, I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know what you think, and I will meet you at the end. So here is the dining room now, 2025. I did have a look at the last, possibly the last tour I did. I believe it was 2022. Although there may have been a more recent one than that, but that's the one I watched the other day. And if you've watched that video, I'll link it below so you can have a look. You will see there's a big difference in the amount of plants I have. We still have the Clarinervium. It's absolutely beautiful. This plant is completely and utterly effortless. I literally have to do nothing with this plant. It is beside my Frydek, so my Frydek regularly gets spider mites, so I usually treat both when I do get an outbreak. You can see there's an inflorescence here, and here's one that died. I should cut it off. I'm much more neglectful of my plants these days than I was in the past. Next up we have the Monstera deliciosa albo. So I got this as a 1-leaf cutting a couple of years ago, and I've taken actually lots of cuttings of her. And there's actually 2 plants in here, and I actually just took 3 cuttings there last week because I want to gift one to a friend. And it requires zero care other than being watered. Here's my beautiful Alocasia Frydek, which I just love, and she regularly gets spider mites, as I said earlier, and I consistently treat her. There are some babies down there, some corms. Now I did have a variegated one in here, and I didn't notice that it had died, but obviously it did. So I have cut this in the past. So I have cut it and rooted it and put it back in, and actually I did it, oh, it did actually grow something. So I actually did it like 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought nothing came out of it, but I see now there is actually growth out of it. So that was the base, and now it has put out a new leaf. So I might do that again, just so that she's not so leggy. She's very leggy. Still one of my favorite plants. I just think it's stunning. Here we have my Hoyas. So this is a dark room. This is a northeast facing room. So I have a lot of supplemental light here. This is a Sansi bulb, I believe, there. So she goes down on these, and this is a Barina, I think, and she hangs there. So they do get some morning sun, but not a huge amount. So I may forget the names of some of these, so I will try and look them up so I can put them in the description. This is a Finlaysonii, I believe. And I did have another one here and it died. I think I overwatered it. So this is a relatively new one. You will notice too that I have been treating a lot of my Hoyas with sulfur, because I do believe I have mites again. I know the name of this and I can't think of it. It's very similar to the Polyneura, but I have terrible trouble with her. I cut her regularly and try to make cuttings, and they usually die. I think there is one extra cutting in there at the moment. So I actually cut her again, and I have 3 more cuttings. It's a prolific bloomer. I don't know if it's focusing there, guys. And I love the leaf of it. It's just got such a pretty leaf. And someday I will master this and I will get myself a nice full plant. This used to be in my kitchen. This is the Hoya Crimson Princess, and her leaves are spectacular. I know she's by no means a rare plant, but she never disappoints. She is so pretty. She puts out lovely leaves. Again, another one that is absolutely no bother. And could she do with a higher light? Of course she could. All plants can do with higher light, but this is what she gets, and she just grows away happily. You can see she's vining everywhere. This is, what's it called? Hoya Fusciana marginata, is it? I really have forgotten the names of a lot of these plants. That's the one good thing about doing YouTube. You sort of keep on top of the names of plants, but she's doing great. She is putting out runners there. So typically what I'm doing now is, if I don't see leaves on the runners, I'm cutting them off. Cutting Hoyas is probably the one way to make them grow. They always seem to have a little boost after a good chop. This here is my Hoya elliptica, which I love, but I actually nearly killed this. I overwatered her, and thankfully she has recovered, but I actually did think I was going to lose her. She is also a prolific flowerer. Can you see the peduncles there? And you can see there's some dead leaves, so it was the worst for wear, but I think thankfully it is going to survive. Here we have my Florida Beauty, which is still beautiful. Now I just recently cut her for my daughter's friend is a plant lover, a new plant lover, and I asked her what she would like a cutting of. I did offer this. I said, would you like a cutting of my Florida Beauty? She said she would love it. You can see less variegation there, but like beautiful variegation here. And I literally just stuck this in temporarily till I find something else. I don't really want to use a moss pole. I hate them, absolutely hate moss poles. So we will try and come up with an alternative. And here we have it, my Dieffenbachia. So this died. This poor plant used to sit just there, and I always forgot to water it. So I cut the top off of her, put her in water for like over a year in my kitchen. I have a beautiful vase out there, and she got the most incredible roots. And then I took the stems and I put them into ikebana vases where you can just stick them into the flower frog. They have since put out leaves as well. So just recently, when I actually took the cuttings of my Monstera albo, I replaced them in the vase and I put my different boccia back. It has such a pretty leaf. Like, there's nothing expensive about this plant. It's readily available, but how beautiful. Then we have my Monstera dubia. So I'm struggling. I want to get her to grow across there. You can see I've tape there, but I'm struggling to get her to attach. So I'm actually going to use a nail gun, and I'll just put like a dowel in front of the nail gun so the nail doesn't pierce the stem of the plant. And I'm going to try and get her to grow across here. Wouldn't that be so pretty? So here she is. Like, she's still magnificent, isn't she? And I actually have a new, behind here, I have a new cutting growing there. And again, I want to do the same with that. I want to attach that to that piece of wood. I had a bit of a pond accident the other day, and I actually haven't cleaned it up yet. This particular plant here is too top heavy. These are the ones that are going to catch me out because I can't remember the names of them. But look at how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? And she's so top heavy that she fell over. I might go through the old video again and see if I can find out. Yeah, the same goes for this one. I do not know what the name of this is either. I'm going to struggle with a lot of these because time has gone by and I don't know what I'm dealing with now. So you can see there's a lot of sulfur on these. This is the Fua ensis. I remember that one. Sorry, Penny is looking out the window and I guess there's squirrels out there. And this here is not looking great actually. When you look there, can you see? Although they're still very, very thick. I don't know what that is either. Okay, so then we have this baby, which, look how much she has grown. Oh Lord, guys, I'm just going to show you the plants, and if I can remember the names, I'll put them in. Again, you can see lots of sulfur treatments going on here. So I also use my cabinets now to store my pottery. So these are pieces of pottery that I've picked up at auctions, picked up on Marketplace. This here is a Batosi, which is an Italian pottery from, I think he was from the 50s. Now, they're still making pottery today, but these are vintage pieces. This is Italian. They just look so beautiful in here with my plants. If you remember my clock, which I love the Starburst clock. That's a printer's tray with just wine corks in it. And then we have my other IKEA cabinet. So again, we have another beauty up here. I have no idea what it is. But anyway, let's have a look. I do think I know the name of this. I think it might be flagellata or something like that. You can see she struggles. Again, I've treated her with sulfur. This one has always struggled, never done well for me. I did re-pot everything in these two cabinets with fresh pon not that long ago, so maybe she's gone into a little bit of shock. I'm not sure what's going on there. This here, if you remember, if you follow me, Quirky Lemon, Tony gave me a round carnosa, but it didn't keep its round shape. Guys, is that a result of mites? I'm not sure, but I seem to be getting it on a lot of my plants. So it didn't keep that beautiful round shape, but it's still pretty. This one has a big long name. I can't remember the name of it. And I had it in soil, but it kept drying out. So I've moved it to pon. I just recently moved it to pon. This is another Finlaysonii. Is she pretty? And again, I've treated her with sulfur. She is in soil, but I am thinking of moving her into pon. I find when they're in here with soil, they dry out too quickly. At least the pon gives you a little bit of a leeway when it comes to watering. Look at this gorgeous one. I don't know what this is either, but look how pretty she is. Again, but I think she's very beautiful. And that one there, I know that one. I will look it up. I think I know that one. Balenza splash maybe, or something like that, but it's not very splashy, as you can see. So again, I decorate now with my pottery. This is Italian pottery, not Potosi, but I just think they all look so pretty mixed in with my plants. Okay, this corner, so this is the Dancing Bones Ripsalis, and it actually it has a very cute look to it, especially in the summer. It nearly looks like it's variegated, but I think it just does that because it doesn't get a huge amount of light. Here we have this gorgeous Mandula pothos. I put this plant on this shutter many years ago, and she happily grows away. You can see she frames this beautiful piece of art that I bought. Not piece of art, it's a print, but I bought this beautiful print on Marketplace and I love it. I just think she sits beautifully here. And then I have my gorgeous West German pottery either side. Looks really pretty. So again, these are all thrifted items along with my gorgeous plants. I've mentioned before, this is just a cheap $5 grow bulb from Canadian Tire in these two plants. This is a dark room. This corner you could grow nothing in if I didn't have these lights. My Curtisii is still going strong. Sorry, we also have all this stuff for the kids in here. She is, yeah, she's actually touching the ground now. And then this is my Adansonii. So this was a lot bigger and it grew up, and I actually had it draped over the painting as well. But it looked leggy and it just didn't look well. So I had it in pon. I took it out of pon and I put it in soil. I cut it right back and she's just starting to grow again. But she's looking so much healthier than she was. At the end of the day, we all want our plants to look pretty. So I think it was worth the sacrifice of chopping her. So you can see I have significantly less plants. If you watched me before, you know I had syngoniums all the way along here. I had lots of different plants. Now you're going to ask, what happened to all the plants? Well, I gave away a lot of them and I killed a lot of them. So it was a combination of both. But I'm actually happier with how it looks now. I think it's much nicer with less plants. I think it looks more tastefully decorated, but you can let me know what you think. So there is a pan of my plants. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you watched till the end, don't forget to put the green heart emoji in the comments. And thank you so much for joining me, for those of you that came back to watch. And I will put a video up again soon, I promise. You take care. Have a wonderful day.